Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Sonic Adventure. I'm your host, GoM, the L is on back order, and this time we're going to play Speed Highway. Last time there was an ID card that fell outside and we'll have to pick that up to get inside. Let's see how long it takes for me to grab this card. Alright, finally. Anyway, Tails and Knuckles both visit this stage, so we'll do Tails first. I'll see you on the other side. So Tails' stage takes place during the first part of the stage. This is actually Tails' final stage. Skydeck comes before this, but we haven't seen it as Sonic yet. Anyway, I think Tails' playthrough does a good job of revealing paths that you might not notice as Sonic. For example, the upper path I took back there, Sonic can easily take that, and he can get here. It's a bit of a difficult spin dash jump, but he can get to that building. So yeah, I feel like there's a number of places you can get to as Tails pretty easily. And then you go back through as Sonic and you're like, wait, I can actually, this isn't Tails exclusive, it just requires a little legwork. And you get goodies like rings and stuff, nothing too exciting, but whatever. So for that reason, I think this is the best Tails stage, in that it has a good blend of, like, it sticks you to Sonic's path to a certain extent, but also there's green rings around, there's those orange platforms around. So you go through Sonic's path in a little bit of a different way. And I really like that. I also think it's worth noting that this stage in Skydeck, like right at the end of the Tails campaign, the stages start living up to the promise of what Tails stages could be. Like, you have a lot of platforming, you have a lot of interesting horizontal movement, it's not just straightforward. You get more involved with the platforming. Which really gives you a great idea of the benefit of Tails flying. Some of these orange platforms, it can be genuinely, not difficult, but you have to actually try to land on places, which is something you don't have to do too much in the first 3 Tails stages. But it still plays fast, you're not engaged in any single jump, and, it plays fast as Sonic too, but it's not as Sonic as well, is what I should say. Anyway, we got Knuckles up next.
That wasn't too bad.
What's interesting about Knuckles' stage, he starts in Sonic's, in the last part of Sonic's stage, but he starts at the very end of it. But it's still kind of a linear path through the city, so what ends up happening is that you kind of go through it backwards from when Sonic plays through. Anyway, this is Knuckles' first stage, and I think it makes a perfect first stage. Almost for the same reason that Tails' part makes a perfect final stage. This really gives you a sense of where you could go as Sonic if you just did a little walking around and exploring. Like, this is a passage you can take as Sonic. I never would have discovered it without Knuckles. There's just tons of passages you can take with springs and grab extra rings and stuff. It's a little hard justifying the exploration in Sonic Adventure, though. I don't know, you get extra rings, and what are you gonna do with rings, even if you make it to the end of the stage with them? Like, there's no Chaos Emeralds to collect, basically. And I think the one defense for exploring in Sonic Adventure would be the Chow raising. Like, you can buy stuff with rings to feed your Chow. Aside from that, like, the camera tries its hardest to convince you not to explore. So, it is really hard to justify exploration. some of these places, like, you can get to as Sonic, but it's kind of absurd trying to get there. Like, you need some fancy spin dashes. And yeah, Knuckles... nice try. Anyway. So that's it for this time. I'm splitting Speed Highway up into 2 videos because it is that long. So, I'll see you next time. I found him.
I can do better than that.
Oh, yeah. I had to re-record this with Knuckles, since I had already gone through, but I didn't get a good run. So that's why he has the shovel claw.